Yo, 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 what is going on, my beautiful brothers and sisters, fellow radiators of love? My name is Jamal Pope, aka J Phoenix, and this is going to be your daily tarot and astrology reading for Friday, July 19th of 2024. Thank you so much for joining me in this video. Hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to this weekend. Let's go ahead and hop into it. Let's see what the cards have to say, what the astrology has to say, so we can see how you can be better prepared to navigate these celestial energies. Have the World card. Well, that means that there's a cycle that is kind of coming to an end, maybe even a programming that is coming to an end with this World card. You know, I think, if anything, it's sort of like the beginning of the end. You know what I'm saying? You know, this whole week is sort of like a preview, even though Pluto isn't back in Capricorn yet and won't be back in Capricorn until, was it September? You know, this is sort of like just a preview of all this sort of stuff too. So, because the World card, this is the card of Capricorn as well too, we have to consider. You know, so there's definitely an element where we can maybe feel like some endings, some things wrapping up, some sort of resolutions, if you will. That card is followed by the Four of Swords as well. This could be a great day to kind of chill and relax and not to take things too seriously. Maybe some much needed recuperation time is here with the Four of Swords, and maybe not trying to force the issue too much. Of course, this is also the swords, so there's an air element to this. So this will be a good day to kind of just chill your mind, relax your mind, maybe do some meditation, maybe do something that kind of just, you know, I would say like take the edge off, try not to take things too seriously today. I mean, it is Friday, so most people, if they are working, usually the work day is a little bit more on the lax end, but honestly, just kind of depends upon the person. You know, astrologically, we do have the moon that's going to be finishing up in Sag today, and it's going to be entering into Cap, and I think that's kind of the energy that we're feeling with this World card, because we are heading into this full moon phase. We already had one full moon in Capricorn. Now we're about to get another full moon in Capricorn, which will happen early Sunday morning. Is that second full moon in Capricorn, and this is highlighting this whole Pluto and Capricorn transit over the last 15 years that we've been through. And we are heading back into that world. That's why the World card has even come up here. And I think we are putting that old world to rest. I think that's ultimately what's happening. But it's like we still have to go through it and kind of work out the remaining kinks within this, you know. That moon today is going to quincunx Mars. It's going to square Neptune as well, right? So that moon in Sag loves to be very jovial, likes to definitely look on the positive side of things, likes to think big picture, but with the square to Neptune, especially with Neptune retrograde in Pisces, there definitely can be an element where people can use their beliefs and their charisma to gaslight people, to gaslight the populace, whatever. Then when it enters into Capricorn, it will square the nodes as well, and that's going to be more towards that tail end of the day. The other thing about today astrologically is that Mars and Taurus will begin to actually sextile Neptune. So that means that Mars is getting ready to shift signs as well. So we get some edgy energy with the moon, then it shifts into Capricorn, its detriment. Then we get Mars on the edge, and then it's getting ready to come into Gemini. So Friday can feel a little bit edgy. That's why I think it's a good day to kind of just, you know, take some R&R. If you could find some time throughout the day to kind of just chill out and relax, and to try and just like, you know, do something that kind of eases your mind, I think that will be very, very positive on a day like today. The final card of the day, sort of just like the overall outcome and the advice of the day, we do have the Page of Coins. The Page of Coins. I like this card. You know, the Page, of course, this gives me student energy. It's like initiate energy. But with the coins, this is talking about, you know, sometimes we have to go back to basics. You know, so that's the thing about today. Remember the basics. You know, it's as simple as like, you know, knowing what, you know, you truly value, what's truly worth it. But yeah, it's like kind of, like I said, going back to basics. If things get a little too complicated today, kind of take it back to the basics. Ask questions if you need to. We can definitely feel like there's a lot of energy that's kind of wrapping up. Even though we really want to move forward, there's a lot of energy that still has to wrap up. We're going to see that over the next several months too. If you haven't caught my cosmic convergence, I pretty much talked about this. How Leo season is Act 1, Virgo season is Act 2, Libra season is Act 3, and Scorpio season is Act 4 of this movie that we're about to all watch and be a part of and be participants in. So, this is going to be a good time. Like I said, remember to kind of take things back to basics. Remember your training. Remember, this is a time that can also be kind of humbling too, where it's like it doesn't matter what stage or what level you are in life or where you are. It's like you almost have to remember like the basic 2 + 2 = 4. You know what I mean? And remembering, use your resources too. That's the other thing about this page of coins is use your resources. If you don't know, ask somebody. Reach out to people that may know. But that's really what this comes down to. I think it can be a very positive day, but I think it will provide a good bit of edge. Now, like I said, it'll start off with edgy energy with the moon at the tail end of Sag, and then it goes into Capricorn, where it doesn't like to be there, so it's a little uncomfortable. And then we get Mars at the end of Taurus, which doesn't like to be there either, and it's going to be in square to Neptune. So I think it's one of those days where it's like it can feel edgy at times, it can feel uncomfortable at times. And I think the way that we get through that edginess or the uncomfortable energy is to remember to take time to rest, to take those deep breaths, and to also go back to basics. Sometimes you kind of have to go back and remember the original moves that you were learning in order to kind of get through something. Kind of go back and ask yourself the why. And that's the other thing with the page of coins here. It's like asking you, why are you doing this? What was your original idea? What was your original purpose? What was the original thing that inspired you or the reason that you saw value in something? Kind of go back to that and see, how that does. Because sometimes I think on the journey we can forget. We can forget why we did something or why we got into something, but it's a good day to sort of remind yourself why you even started in the first place. Now, for the Oracle card, I have the card of Delight. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards in this deck. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we invoke in others. This is a very light, bright, cheery card. And I think this is the kind of energy that we all need to embody more and that we all want to kind of bring more to the table, bring to the surface. With such edgy energy, with Mars in Taurus and the moon finishing up in Sag and it going into its detriment in Capricorn and building up to this full moon in Capricorn, a second full moon in Capricorn, which is going to be with Pluto as well. That's at 0 degrees of Aquarius. Oh yeah, we can feel the intensity, we can feel the pressure mounting, but this is going to be a time to remember the light energy, remember the things that keep you joyous, remember to keep things light, And even if things seem a little bit more intense or heavy, or if you have more on your plate, figure out a way to go about it in nice little bite-sized chunks so you're not overwhelmed. And to remember to use your resources, because no one's an island. We all need help from time to time, and that's okay. So, that's the thing too to remember here. It's like, go back to basics, remember your training, remember your training, and also keep things as light as possible, and even if you feel like you are having more to do and there's more responsibilities and stuff, figure out a way to lighten the load a little bit and to go about it in a much more efficient manner instead of feeling like you have to do everything by yourself all at once. It's not going to take you to the place that you need to go. But that is going to do it for your daily tarot and astrology reading. I trust that this message will assist you on your journey today. If you found this message at all helpful, definitely would appreciate it if you liked the video. Share the video with your family and friends, those that you believe that this message will help them, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can catch all of my daily content and my weekly astrology horoscope, the Cosmic Convergence, which I absolutely love. That show. It's like my favorite. It's like probably honestly my favorite show or series I've ever done since I've been doing YouTube since like 2018. Actually, I've been doing YouTube longer, but like since I've been like consistently doing astrology videos since like 2018, 2019, the Cosmic Convergence is my favorite series I've done. So definitely check that out if you haven't already. But y'all take care, stay blessed, have a lovely Friday, and I will see you all on the next daily tarot and astrology reading. Peace.